Hi everyone, welcome here to Maths Mama YouTube channel. So in this video I'm gonna explain how to divide two algebraic fractions. So before moving on to the algebraic fractions, we'll just have a quick revision on numerical fractions. So here is our first example, 3/4 divided by 9/10. Hope you can remember the method. So all what we have to do, we'll convert this division problem into a multiplication problem, and I'll tell you how. So this is the technique. In step 1, we'll multiply the first fraction by the reciprocal of the second fraction. So the reciprocal means we'll swap the values of denominator and the numerator. And in step 2, we'll cancel all the common factors, and thereafter we'll multiply the remaining numerator and the denominator separately. So hope you remember the step 2 and step 3. Those are the techniques that we used when we are multiplying two algebraic fractions. So let's apply these three techniques in a question. So we'll move back to the same example 1, 3/4 divided by 9/10, and here we are not doing anything for 3/4, just leave it alone, and we convert this division to multiplication, and we take the reciprocal of the second fraction. So remember, we are not taking the reciprocal of the first fraction, we have to do it for the second fraction only. And when you take the reciprocal means you can flip the numerator and the denominator. So here we get 10/9, and then we can apply step 2. We can cancel off all the common factors. So here we cancel off 2 times 2 and 2 times 5, right? And in step 3 we have to simply multiply the numerators and the denominators. So 1 times 5 gives 5, and 2 times 3 gives 6. So the answer is 5/6. Okay, so now we'll move on to a algebraic fraction. Question 1, we have a/b divided by a/c. So here what we do, we convert the division problem into a multiplication problem by taking the reciprocal of the second fraction. So when you take the reciprocal of a/c, we get c/a, which means you flip the values of the numerator and the denominator. And then what we do, we cancel off the common factors. So a is a common factor, so we cancel off, and then finally we multiply the numerators, 1 times c, b times 1, and then you get the final answer as c/b. Now we are progressing into slightly difficult questions. So in this question, we are applying the same technique what we did before. We are not doing anything for the first fraction. We convert the division into a multiplication, and we take the reciprocal of the second fraction. So we flip the values of the numerator and the denominator. So 3x plus 6 goes down and x squared minus 6 goes up, right? So at a glance you don't see any factors in common to cancel off, but I discussed in a previous video, you have to always explore the factors, because most of the times factors are hidden inside these quadratic expressions. So what we do, we apply difference of two squares in the numerator for x squared minus 16, there you get x minus 4 times x plus 4. And in the denominator, we have 3x plus 6. We can pull out 3, then we get the factor as 3 times x plus 2. Right. So now we revealed all the factors. So here we see some common factors. You can cancel off the common factors. X plus 4 is a common factor. And again, what else? X plus 2 is a common factor. So we can cancel off easily. And in the final step, we can simply multiply all the remaining numerators separately and all the denominators separately. So 1 times x minus 4, you get x minus 4. 1 times 3, you get the answer 3. And the final answer is x minus 4 over 3. So here we have slightly different question. In this question they have already given the answer. What you all have to do, we have to prove it, right? So let's begin. We'll start with the left hand side with the complex expression. We'll rewrite the first fraction. We are not doing anything for the first fraction, and division convert to multiplication, and we take the reciprocal of the second fraction. So we flip the numerator and the denominator, right? Okay. So once you convert it to multiplication, you see that x squared minus 36 is common, and then we can easily cancel it off rather than finding the factors for those two, right? So once you cancel it off, what's remaining? X squared minus 64. You can use difference of two squares to factorize. So here I'm not going to explain it further because hope you have learned how to use difference of two squares to factorize quadratic expressions. So we'll write first expression, and 64 minus x squared, again you can use difference of two squares to write to find the factors. There you get 8 minus x times 8 plus x. So here now you see common factors. X plus 8 and 8 plus x is a common factor. You can cancel it off, and then we get the remaining factors, 8x minus 8 over 8 minus x. So we didn't get the answer. Why is that? No, we haven't done any mistake. Yes, what's the problem? We can pull it off the minus 1 from one of these factors. So I'll take minus 1 outside from the denominator, then you see the common factors. Again 8x minus 8 can be cancelled off. So the answer is 1 over 1 minus 1. So the answer is minus 1. So hope you enjoyed the lesson. We'll meet again with more questions on the same topic. So stay with Maths Mama.